95% of Forex traders lose money trading the Forex market. Now, this isn't because they don't have a strategy. This isn't because they are not patient. This is simply because they do not understand market structure. You may be a pro trader, you may be a beginner, you may be an intermediate, whatever trader level you are right now. If you don't understand market structure, best believe you will food for the big guys, and you don't want to be that way in the Forex market. In case you don't know me, my name is CHoCH, a Forex trader with almost half a decade trading experience, and in today's video, you will be learning exactly what market structure is all about, step by step, broken down exactly the way a 7th grader will understand. And at the end of this class, you understand exactly what market structure means, types of structure, and how to take trades using market structure. So let's go. What are structures, you'd ask? Market structure gives you an information of how price operates. It tells you if price is going up or if price is coming down. And it's important to know that structures are being placed in the back of trends. So for you to talk about structure, you need to first start talking about trend. So basically, there are 3 types of trends. We've got the uptrend, the downtrend, and the consolidating trend. So let's go into the chart. Let me show you exactly what I mean by this. For the uptrend, price gives us a series of high and low, higher high and higher low, higher high and higher low, right? Notice this, for every new high, there is a break of the previous structural high. See this, price broke this previous structural high, right? And price did the same thing right here, broke this previous structural high. Guys, it's just simple and straightforward. Now look at the low. The low is higher than the previous low. This low right here is higher than this one. So let's put this line chart right here so you see. Now look at this. This is a line showing a break of the previous low, right? And then this low also showing a break of the previous low and also higher than the previous low. Guys, this is exactly how to mark out the structure for an uptrend. Now let's go down to the downtrend. The downtrend gives you a series of price going lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, right? Now notice this. Each structural lower low is lower than the previous one. This low is lower than this one. This one is lower than this one, right? And each structural higher low, each structural lower high is lower than the previous lower high. So let me draw this out so you understand better. See this. This got broken, right? And this got broken, right? That's exactly what I'm trying to say. And check out their lower highs also. The lower high is lower than the previous one. This guy is lower than the previous one right here, and this low is lower than this low is lower than this one, right? Simple and straightforward. Guys, this is exactly how the downtrend goes. It gives you a series of lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and lower low. Simple and straightforward. Now to the 3rd type of trend, right? There's this consolidating trend, right? This is when price gives you a series of highs and lows, highs and lows, highs and lows. Now watch this. The movement is not progressive. Let's put this right in a different spot. Watch this. The movement is not progressive. Price just oscillates about support right here and resistance right here, right? Now, as a newbie, you don't want to trade this kind of trend or this kind of structure. This kind of structure is what most traders trade, and at the end of the day, they end up crying because this structure, now this type of structure is just out there to clear your account. You don't want to trade structures like this, especially if you're a newbie. You want to stay back and wait for price to give you a better price movement before you start trading, right? It is just as easy as it sounds, straightforward and simple. Alright guys, now you ask, price oftentimes goes up but sometimes it comes down. How then do we trade when price is changing trend? Now this is an important question a lot of people have asked over the years and they do not understand this, but I'll be breaking that in this video. Alright, now trends change over time, right? So say for instance price is giving you a series of highs, higher low, higher highs, higher low, higher highs and higher low. At some point in time this changes. Now this is when price start giving you something different. Price, instead of price giving you what you already know, you see price giving you lower than this previous one, right? Now looking at this, something has happened. Price has already changed its character, right? It has already changed character because the original character for this was that the higher lows should be higher than the previous higher low. But right now you see price breaking the previous higher low. So right now this is a change of character. Now price can go back up, right? Now a change of character has happened right here, right? Over here is a change of character, right? Now you're asking yourself, should I start trading? At this point you want to still wait back. You don't want to put in any trade at all. You just want to wait back and wait for price to give you something we call the BMS, right? Now the BMS happens when price breaks this structure, right? See this, price already broke that structure, and once price broke that structure, then you can start looking for ways to buy. At this point in time you can go on, right, pick out your rectangle tool, place it over here, right, and wait for price to return back. Then you're good to go. You can start selling. Now you see price change from a buying spree to a selling spree, right? Same thing with this selling trend. Price has been giving you a series of lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, right? Now you ask yourself, how then do I know that price has changed? How can I trade the change of trend? This is when you start looking for your change of character, which is stuff like this: price giving you a new high, breaking the previous lower high, right? Price falls back down. You're not trading them, you're still waiting. Then you wait for a BMS, a break of market structure, before you start looking for ways to buy, right? At this point you just go over, look for your rectangle tool, mark out your spot right here, and then you can take the trade, right? You can take the trade. That's just it. Check this out. Price moves from selling to buying. Remember, you need to wait for a change of character over here, right? Change of character over here. The BMS, break of market structure, over here. Then we buy. So let's draw out our let's draw out our buying tool. That's helpful. So you see, let's see, you want to buy, just click on the long button and then go long, guys. Simple and straightforward. Simple and straightforward, right? That's just it about this trend. Now this is just a chart schematic, so let's go look for this in the Forex chart. Let's see how we can spot this out in the Forex chart. Right now, let's see, let's go on the 30-minute time frame. Right, on the 30-minute time frame. Price has been giving us, check this out. Price has been giving us a series of lower low, lower high, right, lower low, right, lower high, lower low, lower high, right. Now check this out. At this point in time, price did something different. Price did a change of character. broke this structure right here. Right, this is a change of character. Right, and what did price do? Price went up. Let me make this very visible. Price went up right here, came back down. This is what we call the BMS, right? Before going up, right? Now see this. The BMS also happened here. Break of market structure also happened here. It's happened here. It's now. See, that is the BMS guys. That is the BMS. So this guy broke here, fell back down, and went up. That is the BMS guys. Now this same thing applies for a buying trend that changes, right? The same thing applies. So as a forex trader, you want to buy and price is changing, you need to follow those rules we just mentioned. Wait for your CHoCH, which is a change of character, then wait for your BMS, and then we're good to go. But here is one thing you don't really know, and I should point out so you become correct. Change of character are most valid when it is in line with the fundamentals. Now you could ask me, what are fundamentals? Fundamentals are news events that affect the valuation of price. Fundamentals are news events that affect valuation of price. So let's say for instance something happened in the United States. It's no news anymore that President Maduro of Venezuela was captured by the United States president, right? And this has given the United States an access to huge deposits of oil, right? The question is, how does this affect the fundamentals? So once you know, once this clicks, then you can start thinking of how to trade the change of character and BMS in line with the whole trading idea. So that's it about trading structures and also trading the change of character. Okay, this is where we come to the end of today's video, and if you haven't liked or subscribed to this channel yet, please do that right away. We have a goal. We want to hit 2,000 subscribers by the end of January. Let's see how that goes. We need your help to do that. However, we want to hear from you, so comment below, tell us what you loved about the video and what you'd like us to talk more about when we meet again. See you in the next one. Bye for now.